Hello and welcome to Altea Suite. Today I'm going to show you how we can skip and remove customers from our trips. To get started, we're going to go into our deliveries and then go into our trips. As you can see, I have a couple trips here. I'm going to go ahead and go to the context menu and start my trip. Now, in the perspective of your delivery driver, once they have started their trip, they're going to be presented with these options. The Go button will go to the Google Maps API and will allow you to route to their customer. Once the delivery driver is there and they're ready to deliver the items, they'll hit this button right over here to go to the process of delivering the items and collecting signatures and pictures. We have this option to skip this delivery, in which case we'll move the entire order back to the pending delivery queue. If you click on the skip button, it'll ask you, are you sure you want to do this? You'll hit yes, and then there'll be a skip reason. Once the reason has been added, go ahead and hit the save button. Now what this will do is once we end this trip and it has been completed, you'll see that this customer and order number 21 will get returned back to the pending delivery queue. Even though this order has been skipped, if I go and look at my calendar, you'll notice that order is still sitting as an appointment on my calendar. Now, if we move on to the next customer, we get those same options. Once we get done with one customer, it'll move on to the next. This time we have another button called remove. What remove will do is it'll take order number 25 and instead of putting it back to the pending delivery queue like skip would, is actually going to remove it from the trip and also remove its appointment as well. So order number 25, if I look at my calendar really quick, you'll notice that order number 25 still has an appointment right here. So back in the trip, I'll go hit the button to remove. It'll ask you, are you sure you want to do this? And once I hit yes, it'll get removed from the trip outright. And because that was the only thing else on this trip, since we skipped the first one, now we are presented with the end trip button. If I go over back to my calendar and I reload my calendar, you'll notice that that appointment is now removed from my calendar. Once we get done with this trip, we'll hit the end trip button, and then we'll hit the end trip button once more. If I go back to my pending delivery queue, even though we removed order number 25 from my trip and got their appointment removed from the calendar, it's still going to show up in your pending delivery queue. This will allow you to schedule this again on the calendar and go another day. You'll also notice that order number 21 is back to our pending delivery queue. That is because we skipped it originally from the trip. If we go ahead and look at our second trip and go ahead and start this, we have a couple of customers here. Once we start the trip, during the time that we've hit the button to deliver the customer their product, we have another option up here to do not deliver all items. Once we click this, you'll notice that in the parentheses, it says only ticked on items are delivered. So if I untick one of these, what I'm saying is I'm going to be delivering this gas range and not be delivering this refrigerator. This is order number 22. So once I get done with this delivery, you'll notice that order number 22 is going to return back to our pending delivery queue with this item right here, the GTS. Now I mark that customer as delivered. I'm going to go ahead and skip this second one. Now once I hit the end trip button, you'll notice that order number 22 will return back to the pending delivery queue, even though I delivered it, but I've only delivered one item. Now that we're back in the pending delivery queue, you'll notice that order number 22 is back into our pending delivery queue. So even though we delivered half of the products, the other half is going to return back to our queue in order to get scheduled out and put on a trip. So that is how to skip and remove line items from your trips in Altea Suite. Thank you.